in Union, the month of February brought on a lack of inventory in the housing market. Is that the same for the condo and townhouse segment? Well, we're going to be talking about that and much more right after this. Hi, I'm Camille Haynes, local real estate agent specializing in condos and townhomes in Union County and points beyond. And as always, I want to thank you for taking a moment out of your day to watch my video on Union's condo and townhouse segment for February 2023. As I stated before, Union this month has really felt the pressure of a lack of inventory in the housing market. It's been happening with a lot of neighboring communities. Union definitely got bit by the bug the month of February. It was interesting to see if that actually broke out into the condo or townhouse segment, or was there actually a level of consistency compared to last year? So we're going to go ahead and deep dive into some of these numbers. The first thing is that the inventory numbers were the same compared to last year. Last year, as well as this year, there were 3 new units that became available for sale. This year, there were 2 units that were listed for sale in Hickory Manor. One was, one of each of the 2 different models within the development, both very nice units, as well as one that was listed in Union Condo Village. That's the development right by the, the bank over there. I can't remember the bank's name off the top of my head. But there is a 2-bedroom condo that became available for sale within that development. In addition to the 3 units that were listed for sale, you also had 3 units that closed in the month of February. 2 of them were at the Point at Galloping Hill. And then you also had 1 unit that closed at Liberty Village. Now, I want to just take a quick moment because this is what really stood out to me with the sales that happened this past month. First off, they went in lightning speed. The average days on market for the units that did close was only 13 days. So it just took a weekend to show the property, got it under contract within the week afterwards, and that was it. In addition to that, units sold at 99.7% of their list price. Now, I'm sitting back and I'm saying to myself, boy, that's interesting that I know that these were, all of them were great units that were on the market, showed very well, nice condition for these units. Is there not as much action? Are sellers taking the first offer that they receive? Or are appraisals starting to get a little bit more tighter? Even when I look at the past, the first 2 months so far this year, I think all of the units, with the exception of the one that I mentioned in my last video, the one that was in Liberty Hall on Mary Alice Court, all of them sold basically at their list price. So, I'm wondering, like I said, is there now just starting to get a little bit more pressure from appraisers that, hey, we're not going to be willing to, accept these offers that are, $10,000, $20,000, whatever it may be, over asking. We want to see numbers closer to the ask amount. So if you're a buyer, the reason why I'm telling this story is if you're a buyer, you really need to spend some time making sure that your offer is as strong as possible, especially if you're still going up against competition. What I mean by that, if you're going up, if you're going up against 5 offers, let's just say hypothetically 5 offers, sellers are now looking at the down payment amount. The offer that's going to have that higher down payment amount is going to be on the top of the list there, because it just helps mitigate any issues if there's anything, any issues with appraisals as well as inspections. There's room to work with somebody who has a higher down payment amount. They're also, of course, looking at financing. It's not necessary, Hickory Manor, it's an FHA approved building, but The rest of them, you're going to be going up against conventional offers. But if you are, let's say, for example, looking at Hickory Manor, if you're an FHA buyer, you're probably going to be losing against that conventional buyer, just, that has the higher down payment and everything else. Are you still willing to work with the seller as far as closing date is concerned? Are you still willing to go ahead and at least limit your inspection negotiation? Or if there is an issue with the appraisal, are you willing to still close a gap between the list price and the contract amount? So buyers, just take a moment, look at your buyer portfolio, I like to call it like that. Look at how you are lining up against the competition. If you have been losing out on deals, try to find out from your agent, hey, what is it that's the deciding factor for the seller? And really listen to what the answer is, and so that you're prepared next time you go up against, in a development that you really love, you're at least trying to put your best, presentation forward. We want you to have a 400 batting average. You don't want you in the low 200s, getting close to sitting on the bench there. You got to make sure you're coming in, hot. You got to really do. Got to make sure your offer is strong. And there you have it. Just a brief overview of what's going on in Union's housing market, or condo and townhouse market, for February 2023. If you need any further assistance moving forward with your home buying or selling journey, feel free to reach out to me. I would love to help you out. Otherwise, guys, have a great day, week, and I look forward to speaking to you next month. Take care.